I think he's pretty hacked off, not surprisingly. It's and the immediate reaction from it's. I think the massive Russian propaganda and disinformation machine, is sort of spinning itself, almost into destruction in the last 24 hours since this attack, because they're finding it very difficult to get any good out of this. In effect, Ukraine has attacked thousands of miles into Russia and destroyed 30% of their tactical nuclear aircraft fleet. I mean, this is and billions of dollars worth of damage. The immediate sort of noise coming out of Moscow was that they'd stood up their tactical nuclear forces and moved their Iskander missiles that carry some of their tactical warheads into place. There was also a massive conventional drone assault overnight too, and no doubt that will continue. I think, actually, this is, we've talked about Sun Tzu, the Chinese philosopher, but the great Prussian philosopher Clausewitz, again, his great thesis was about doing the unexpected, and attacking the enemy where they really didn't think there'd be an attack, really hit them hard, and that I think is what the Ukrainians have managed to do. So I think, actually, the Russians are a little bit stuck to what they're going to do, and we shall see what the negotiation teams in Istanbul make of it. Let's hope it is enough to start talking about the 30-day ceasefire that certainly the West wants, to be able to try and move these things forward. I think over the weekend they had the largest assault of drones and missiles, and again overnight last night was pretty heavy too. However, Russia has a finite resource of drones and missiles. It was only last week that the Ukrainians managed to attack a factory that made some of the key electronic components for their missiles. And, because of sanctions and everything else, they are running out of some key components and, running out of missiles and drones. Even the Iranians are not giving them missiles at the moment. And they managed to get some kit out of the North Koreans, or was certainly reported last week, in return for missile technical know-how, which is a concern because the North Koreans are desperate to get a missile to put their nuclear warheads on, and that is perhaps a different issue. But yeah, I'm sure they'll step it up. But I think everybody knows that Russia will struggle, will run out of kit. And as the oil price continues to go down, which seems to be what President Trump and the Saudis are trying to do, drive the oil price below $50 a barrel, and Putin will very quickly run out of money at that price. And also, if people can buy cheap oil elsewhere apart from Russia, they might well do that too. And Russia is absolutely reliant on its oil for its foreign currency to keep its war machine going. The Ukrainian SBU, their secret service, is shown itself to be hugely capable. They've been responsible for a number of very high-level assassinations of some of Putin's most important military aides right on the steps of the Kremlin. And they've been responsible for attacks deep into Russia. I think it shows how innovative and capable they are. The attack yesterday apparently took almost 18 months to plan and execute. But it also shows the vulnerabilities of Russia. Russia is a massive place. And actually, a lot of the population are in a desperate situation. The economy is in a terrible place. Many people outside Moscow and St. Petersburg struggle to, earn enough money to buy, basics like bread and basic food. So, outside Putin's close group and the sort of oligarchs and the wealthy who live in Moscow and St. Petersburg, I don't think there's a hell of a lot of love lost for what's been done in their name. And the fact that the Ukraine Secret Service have been able to operate, thousands of miles from Ukraine in Russia sort of suggests that they're not short of people willing to help them in Russia.